Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium here in San Diego. We got 12 monster trucks ready to go, jumping up in the air in this facility. A beautiful layout here for freestyling for the monster trucks here. We got DePayton 34 here in the booth with me, Double A. We got a lot of trucks here ready to go, soaring through the sky. All sorts of action awaits us here today.
Yes, there is, and we have all these trucks here lined up, ready to go. We are ready for the show of a lifetime in sunny San Diego.
Under the floodlights here, plenty of jumps, plenty of opportunities to get some great air, do some wonderful stunts. Physics-defying efforts will be done here tonight. We got Monster Jam action, Monster Beam Madness doing their inaugural show here today. We're gonna have all kinds of stunts like the Morgan & Morgan backflip, the step-up ramp, and many other jumps here today. Like we said, 12 trucks on tonight's roster. We're gonna have a long show here tonight. This is as big as it gets. This is Monster Beam Madness. Starting off tonight with Blue Thunder. We're going to see what he'll be able to do in this truck as he fires off. 2 minutes on the clock. We're going to have 3 judges with us tonight to determine who will win this freestyle event. Lining up his first jump. Let's see what he does.
Now, I'm really excited for Blue Thunder here. He's always been a truck to, really give the crowd a good show here with his tricks and stuff. As we get a big air off of his first trick, he's going to spin around, hit another ramp here. Beautiful executions. He lands on all fours.
Soaring through the air like most of these trucks will be doing tonight. It's going to hit one of the racing ramps. Very big air. A little crooked on the landing, but still flawless nonetheless. Soaring through the sky over the crushed cars. We don't have a whole lot of those on this course, but big air is going to be the name of the game here, and the judges will be judging harshly, so we'll see how things will shake up for this field.
As he's going to come back through again, hit another ramp.
Oh, you might be in trouble. Pulls it back on all fours.
Wow.
Wonderful save from Blue Thunder.
Beautiful. As he goes for the stoppie here.
Lining it up. Into nearly a front flip. And he rolls it back over.
That's two saves for Blue Thunder here. He goes on 2 wheels for momentarily.
Tries to go for that bicycle. He's lining it up for the other racing ramp. 45 seconds left on the clock out of his 2 minutes.
And a relatively clean truck from Blue Thunder here. You got to applaud him for that, especially after rolling over twice.
The only thing coming off of that truck right now is just the front windscreen, but that's about it. He's going to go for the crush cars. Nice sky wheelie off of that. Oh, almost went up and over. Pulls it back. 20 seconds left on the clock. And here he goes. He's blinding it up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
And, he's been eyeing that ramp all night.
Oh, this might spell the end. Can he pull it back? He's on 2. He's on the sidewalls. He pulls it back on all 4s. And that is going to end the run for Blue Thunder. A spectacular way to begin the night. Only missing his nose now.
Let's see what the judges are going to rate this, as Blue Thunder is going to pull it back into the garage area.
Revving it up for the fans here, getting them all hyped up. I'm sure they are after a stellar performance from Blue Thunder to start off the night. Some highlights from what he did just now. Wonderful air.
And the judges are going to give it an 8 overall here.
An 8 flat for Blue Thunder. That's obviously going to put him in the first position. No other competition so far. But next up, we have a truck that everyone is aware of. Blue Thunder putting on a stellar performance here. We're going to see what everyone else is going to be able to do. 8-point flat is the score to beat.
A classic performance from a classic truck. Blue Thunder, ladies and gentlemen.
A classic truck indeed, but this truck might be one of the more iconic trucks in the roster. It's Megalodon. The extinct shark is back out here. This time he's got 4 wheels, looking to go soaring through the air in the San Diego air, that is.
You know, I don't think this is what scientists meant when they said they wanted to bring this animal back from the dead, but it's what we got anyways. He is big air. Fish out of water here for his first trick.
Almost went over there. He's going to spin it around, line it up for another ramp. Hits the racing ramp. Beautiful air.
Into a slap wheelie.
Oh, he's on his side.
2 wheels.
Pulls it back, just like Blue Thunder did. Nice air. Ooh, bit rough on the landing. He's going to walk it down the ramp, though, on his rear tires.
Beautiful there from Megalodon. He's going to go back for another ramp. He's going to hit that air one more time.
He's going to hit it a little more square this time, have a better landing. He's going to try and spin it around, hit another ramp with only 1:10 remaining.
Ain't no double it for a giant fish. Megalodon is surely flying through the air tonight.
Giving himself some wings instead of his fins. He's going to go over the step-up ramp. Solid landing. Almost into the shipping containers. He might have kissed it there.
Gave it a little contact. He's going back into the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp.
High in the air, landing a little crooked, but that might score him some good points.
Oh, but look, there's a tire now.
Right front tire, or right rear tire, excuse me, is down on the Megalodon machine. 30 seconds left. Aiming it up for some more ramps. We're going to see what he'll be able to do with that flat.
Turn as well, but
a little crooked. And that's another bad bounce. Can he pull it back?
He won't. That's gonna end his run with 15 seconds left on the clock. Megalodon, ladies and gentlemen, is done for the night. Now we're gonna give some time for the judges to put their scores in, as the truck is finally cut off by the officials.
Yeah, this truck had a good run going. He probably could have filled out the time, gotten himself a solid score. Maybe not to defeat Blue Thunder, but it is just enough for second place. 17.1 is the score that Megalodon has put up to slot him into second place. We'll see how that stands throughout the rest of the night.
Honestly, he scored closer to Blue Thunder than I would have predicted. You know, I would thought they would have been more harsh on the fact that he didn't finish the time, but then again, a great run usually isn't always determined by just how much time you fill out.
That is true. It all depends on what you've done with your time, and like the big air, the saves, all kinds of tricks that you can do with these trucks nowadays. It's a big shocker.
Megalodon certainly left it all on the table there for his run. As Mohawk Warrior, another plastic.
Big air!
He's gonna go. Oh, the judges are gonna love that. Starting off big for Mohawk Warrior. He's leaving it all out here tonight.
Just airing out the truck. Got a fresh cut up there. His barber did him good as he's going through the air. Beautiful landing right there. A little rough, but, definitely nice to see.
A haircut that sharp, you can only thank Great Clips there on the back of his truck. The flag there.
Absolutely great. Great Clips Mohawk Warrior looking to put on a show here. He's going for the racing ramp. Solid air right in front of us.
And this is easily the most air we've seen tonight from either of the other two trucks that's gone previously. Mohawk Warriors really going all out here for the judges and for the fans in San Diego. If he lands on 2 wheels there, brings it back miraculously.
Landed flat on those crush cars as well.
Lands on all 4s, going on 2 wheels, brings it back as
and he's in the nosedive.
And that's the front suspension gone.
Something's hanging off of that. It looks like the sway bar is off of that truck, but he's still going.
Into a slap wheelie.
Oh, this might spell the end for Mohawk. Can he pull it back?
Almost.
And he can't.
Quite. That's gonna do it for Mohawk Warrior. What a spectacular way to end off of a run, even if he
20,
didn't fill out the time.
20 seconds left on the clock. That's the shortest run that we've seen tonight. We'll see what the judges think about that. I thought that was pretty good.
It was pretty good. He went out. He went out with a bang. I give him that. And that jump to start off early, man.
Only a 6.1 from the judges. I gotta say that is disappointing.
Very. The only reason I could chalk this up is that the judges did not like how much time he left on the clock. But this was a great run from Mohawk Warrior, nonetheless.
Definitely going to be one to remember, but I can definitely see a few fans, or quite a lot of fans actually, that would not be too happy with that score. But, you know, coming up next, we got a truck that is going to love, or that's going to get a lot of fans' love.
Okay. Ah, yes. El Toro Loco.
If you don't know this truck, I'm just gonna say that you probably don't know your Monster Jam. But El Toro Loco is always one to look out for when it comes to these events.
If you don't know him, now's your time to get well acquainted as he does his signature nose smoke here.
Showing off.
It's time to unleash the bull. El Toro Loco.
Lining it up.
Let's get her going.
This is probably going to be some big air. So far, we've seen a lot of drivers start off, or a couple drivers start off with this ramp, or at least hit this ramp with full speed, that is.
And looks like we're going to have one more try at El Toro Loco. Not as much air as Mohawk Warrior, but he definitely got up there.
Oh, he's going into a backflip!
Lands hard on the nose there, but doesn't seem to break anything other than his nose.
He lost the horn and his nose, but you know what? He's still fighting. Oh, gets a little crooked off that ramp, but he's going to pull it back.
He's a little squirrely here, but El Toro Loco always known to be on the wild side when it comes to drivers.
Definitely one of the daredevils of our sport. He's going to line it up for the racing ramp. Nice air in front of the fans.
Beautiful execution there. Is he going to point to a slap wheelie over the other ramp?
And he's lining it up.
Here he goes.
For the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Oh!
Oh,
he got crooked.
He lands on top of the container, and that's going to end off El Toro Loco early with only a minute left on the clock. The judges are not going to like that one.
Half of his time was remaining when he crashed. That is not going to sit well for the score. That is definitely going to be a disappointment. 5.5
yep.
Puts him fourth overall.
You know, that's just the risk you run when you drive like a driver like El Toro, which is leaving everything on the table and just, you know, going all out. You run this risk of not finishing your time, and unfortunately for the fans over there at El Toro, I can see some of their disappointments. He won't be winning this event.
You could say he was seeing red throughout the entire time, and that prevented him from going fully into his freestyle run, as we have quite another classic coming out.
From seeing red to the walking undead, Zombie, ladies and gentlemen, is out for his run.
Bars. He's going to whip it around the racing ramp. He's going to line it up for one of the other racing ramps. Solid air to start off for Zombie.
Beautiful as he hits into a small little slap wheelie. Nothing special there. Nothing too crazy. He's going for the other racing ramp. Going on two wheels here. Trying to do a little skill challenge.
What's he lining it up for? Ooh. Oh, lands on the step-up ramp.
Oh, can he bring it back?
Beautiful save.
Unfortunately, he lost his hands in the process.
Similar save to what Blue Thunder had earlier in the night. He's going to line it up for some more ramps, getting a little crooked. Oh, he might be in trouble. He kept it going.
Save.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful save.
Straight for the tire ramp. Beautiful stuff from Zombie. Slap
into
wheelie.
A slap wheelie halfway across the track. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. This is shaping up to be the best run tonight.
This might take the lead if he can fill out the time, this definitely could have potential to take the lead as he's trying to shape it up for his next ramp.
He'll be our first truck since the early two that started off to actually finish. The backflip.
Perfect landing. First time we've seen that
good
tonight.
He's not done. More air. He's going sideways. A very smooth landing considering how he was in that air.
Man, some say it might be messy, but this is looking to be a really fun run that Zombie's putting together.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is what Monster Jam is all about right here. This run.
Oh, going for another backflip. A jaw-dropping move. First time that we've seen first time that we've seen 2 attempts at a backflip. He's going to throw it into a cyclone to end his run.
Double, you just couldn't resist me.
I could not. What a beautiful run from Zombie. That has to have taken the lead.
And you can see the fans were going crazy after that run. Beautiful from Zombie, and that's going to give him first place.
There it is by 0.2 points. First place for Zombie.
And well deserved at that.
He had such a beautiful slap wheelie off that tire ramp. So many great saves, and on top of that, 2 backflips in the run. So
this was a perfect example for as well Freestyle should be. Beautiful run from Zombie. Excellent execution on all of his tricks. Just a great run.
Well, he may not be sitting up top for long because we have a truck that nobody does not know. If you don't know this truck, I'm afraid that you were born yesterday. Gravedigger is coming out for another iconic run, hitting the ramp immediately to start his time.
The legend himself looking to add on to his already staggering list of accolades in this long career in Monster Jam.
Just getting these ramps down, trying to make sure that he can hit these, get himself a score. Hits the tire ramp a little awkward.
A little squirrely there.
Ooh, manages to save it.
And you know, Gravedigger, he's just that truck. When you say Monster Jam, he is the first, if not the only truck that truly comes to your mind. That green chassis, the skull on the side. He's the icon of the sport. Him, and I would say Max D as well.
Going for a long jump. That's probably the farthest we've seen someone get on that ramp. He's sideways. He's on the sidewalls.
Wow.
What a save from Gravedigger.
Beautiful from Gravedigger.
You ought to think that there's an Anderson behind that wheel right now, but he's just going to throw it into a cyclone here.
And Gravedigger truly showing why he is at the top of this sport. Why people think to him when they think Monster Jam.
Truly an icon to this sport. As he's trying to find another ramp to hit. He's about hit everything except for the Morgan & Morgan backflip, and here it is.
And that's where he's going.
Beautiful execution.
Lands on all fours. Perfect.
Oh, stuck in reverse there for a second. He's going to bring it back. 20 seconds left.
Maybe he wanted to do a little trick off the containers, double. You never know. As he goes for more air there. Beautiful.
Love that sky wheelie. 10 seconds left. What will he do?
He almost rolls it there on the turnaround.
He's full throttle. Pedal to the metal in the air. Clears the pod again.
And he lands on his roof to end off his run. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Gravedigger.
Now, if that does not take the lead, I believe I have lost faith in all of the judges that we have here tonight. That was an incredible run.
Just beautiful all around. As the scores are in, the judges will give it. Give it a moment.
Take a look at these tricks that he did. What a beautiful save, I will say. And it's only third.
It doesn't even get 8.
That is highway robbery for Gravedigger here. 7.9.
Now, usually I'm mainly unbiased in these runs here, but I gotta say, Gravedigger should have gotten the lead off of this run. It was just perfect all around. The execution, the tricks, just everything he did was flawless.
Beautiful saves. I feel like the only thing that probably could have hindered his score was the fact that he ended on his side. But you know, that is the Gravedigger fashion.
It truly is. I'm honestly surprised he didn't destroy more of the truck like usual. As Wild Side looking to show the fans his wild side tonight.
Gonna see what this truck will be able to do. We'll see how wild he'll truly be able to get as he's aiming for the step-up ramp. Big air off rip.
Lands on all fours. And Wildside, you know, not one of the most talked about trucks, but he's definitely around, and when he is, he usually puts on an amazing show for the fans. Let's see if it's the same tonight as he goes up another ramp here, lands perfectly.
Trying to find his next victim, that being a ramp. Soaring through the sky. Beautiful. Oh, he's on two wheels. Pulls it back.
And, you know, you just gotta think, if there was a little bit more runway, you think he could have made a trick out those two wheels as he goes
Oh,
for the
he might be going over.
Into a ballerina.
Only able to pull it back by balancing on that wheel. That was awesome.
That was amazing. As he hits another ramp there. Beautiful air on two wheels once again.
Lovely sky wheelie. We love to see those sky wheelies to see how high these trucks can get.
They never fail to make me smile as he hits another ramp. Lands on the front two wheels.
Ooh.
In similar fashion to Mohawk Warrior that broke his sway bars. The truck stays intact this time though.
Doesn't look like anything is broken on that truck. 40 seconds left. He's got plenty of time left to do something incredible. He's still got stuff on the table to do.
He could be doing a Gravedigger and waiting till the end to really show something insane as he hits a very awkward landing there on the ramp.
Got a little sideways, hitting that like a dirt bike, some would say, and he's lining it up for another Morgan & Morgan backflip. There he goes. Beautiful air, beautiful landing. He's going for another.
Oh, a double backflip
into a slap wheelie.
That might have just given him a podium spot there, if I'm not mistaken. That was beautiful.
That was an incredible run there from Wildside. Manages to fill out the time, goes into a slap wheelie, doing a bicycle on his way out of the stadium.
And he's doing one more trick for the fans as he's on his way out.
That's such an incredible run. You got to see if that's going to top Gravedigger in some way.
I mean, a double backflip.
I felt like that was on par with what Gravedigger was doing.
Definitely so. He hit a backflip into a ballerina. That's going to be
first place. We have a new leader. Taking over Zombie, 8.5 for Wildside.
And if the night keeps going like this, we might end up with our first perfect score tonight if it keeps going.
So many great highlights from this run alone. Like the ballerina after the backflip is insane.
I honestly don't know how he was able to pull that back down. It mesmerizes me even looking back at the replay.
Well, coming up next, we got a truck that a lot of people are familiar with. One of the more popular trucks, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, immediately going for a ramp.
Ooh, hard landing there.
That could have broken something in the rear. He's getting a little squirrely. Pulls it back. Solid air. That tail is wagging. That is a happy dog up there, swinging around the air. That dog is off the leash.
He's off the leash. He's looking to make the most out of his free time here as he hits another ramp.
Oh, no. I thought he was going to go for the backflip there. Just lining it up in... Oh, he might be in trouble.
Not quite. The only thing that's in trouble is his sniffer as that nose comes clean off the front.
That'll be an expensive vet trip indeed, as he's got a minute left halfway through his time.
As he's going for... Oh, I think he tried to go for a stoppie, but he goes into a slap wheelie instead.
Still does some two-wheel skills there. He's going to hit another one here. Oh. Saying hello to the fans, giving us a little wave.
now back off with his tricks.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I tell you, he's truly driving this truck like a dog off the leash at this very moment. It's just all over the place.
Catching some sick air there yet again. 20 seconds left. Everyone so far, except for Mohawk Warrior, has hit that Morgan to Morgan backflip ramp. He's not going for it.
He's itching. He's coming close to it. He's gonna go into a cyclone here. And I think he's gonna use the rest of his time on this cyclone. As he goes on 2 wheels.
Oh.
Can he bring it back?
Pulls the reins back, and I believe the caller has the leash back on.
As the walk is over for Monster Mutt Dalmatian, as we return him back to his cage.
Well, that was certainly a fun run from Monster Mutt Dalmatian. I'm not sure how the judges are going to feel about there not being any backflip. That might hurt his score a bit, and it's a 7.5. 5th place overall so far in the night. We'll see how that stacks up.
Not a bad run from Monster Mutt Dalmatian at all, but you just gotta think he played it just a little too safe, don't you think?
Just a little bit, as there definitely could have been more of a risk. But we also saw El Toro Loco's run ended with him barely snagging the top of the Morgan to Morgan backflip and ended up on his lid, which ended his run only halfway through his time.
Very true, very true.
And next we got a truck that a lot of people could recognize depending on what year you got yourself into Monster Jam. Titan is up, and it looks like he's setting it up for the stoppie.
A lot of the OGs are going to love this run here from Titan. A classic truck.
Beautiful balance on those front 2 tires.
A 10-second stoppie. Has to get a new record.
Pulls it back down and looks like he's getting back in the freestyle mode. He's left 2-wheel skills behind him. Ooh, pops the ramp. Oh, he pops a big one right in front of us. Major air from Titan.
And Titan, you know, he's just trying to prove that he may be old, but he still drives young as he's going.
Oh, this might be trouble.
Side.
My good, what luck for Titan there. Manages to roll it back over. You could say that the front wheels digging into the ground definitely saved him as he goes immediately back into some massive air. Getting stuck trying to turn around, going for the racing ramp. There he goes. Nice sky wheelie as he flies through the air, lands on the crush cars there. Almost goes over yet again.
Nice, he's going back. He's going back for the ramp.
A little more shallow there on the air, but still a beautiful flight for Titan.
That last one might have just scared him ever so slightly. And that one just knocked all the fear out of him as he gets good air off that one.
Oh, he's lining it up for the Morgan to Morgan backflip. 20 seconds left. What can he do? Beautiful backflip. A little crooked on landing. Oh, he goes for another one, and he's sideways.
And can he bring it back? Nope.
8 seconds left on the clock.
Over.
With 8 seconds left on the clock, I don't even think it might have been worth it. But that was a solid run from Titan. Gonna see what the judges are gonna think about that.
As the scores have just come in.
Titan has tied with Monster Mutt Dalmatian. That's gonna put him down to 6th, however. Although he does share that score with Monster Mutt. Monster Mutt did set that score first, therefore Titan gets put behind. But all around, just a pretty good run from Titan regardless. I feel like he should have gotten a bit of a higher score because of all the stuff he was able to do and the saves.
I feel like he could have at least gotten a 4th with this run. This was very good from Titan.
As we're coming up on our next truck, this is another very iconic truck. Max D with the spikes coming out here to see what he'll be able to do for this night's event.
Oh man, can only think the only other truck to be watching this run as intently as us has to be Gravedigger.
Absolutely, but remember, 8.5 is the score to beat as he goes into a popper here, into a wheelie. He's going to walk it down the ramp. And, of course, his time has begun. Lining it up for some ramp here. And, he might be in trouble. And he pulls it back on all fours like nothing happened. He might have to throw it in the reverse here. Yep, there he goes. Man, what a jump there.
If you're Max D, you just gotta learn you're never truly in trouble unless all four wheels are off that truck.
Very true. He's gonna hit that same ramp a little more square this time with a much better landing. He's gonna throw it around, see what he's gonna do next. He looks like he's trying to throw it into a cyclone.
A beautiful cyclone indeed.
Seeing what he's going to line up for next. No, his sights are set. Look at this. The Morgan & Morgan backflip getting more action. Big air from Max D. That might have been the biggest air we've seen from the ramp all night.
Definitely. He lands it perfectly as well.
Hits the step-up ramp. Nice sky wheelie. Pulls it back down. Hard on the rear ends, but it looks like that truck is perfectly fine.
You know, driving with Tom Mintz for so long, you just gotta learn to build the most durable chassis to ever exist.
Oh, he's going for it yet again. Oh, a little crooked. Oh, that's gonna be a big crunch on the right rear there. 15 seconds left. We're gonna see what he's got left in the tank, because with that rear tire broken, there's not much he can do except hit a ramp. And there he goes. Massive air. Nice landing from Max D. And his run is over. Pretty solid run from Max D. I gotta say that might get him into the top 5. I feel like there's definitely been other performances that were just a little bit better than what he just did, but definitely a great run nonetheless. Like this move especially.
I don't know how you landed that, but I'll be very surprised.
Third. 8.1. That's our 4th truck that we have gotten into the 8s. So we still got 2 more trucks left. 2 more trucks remain in this event. We're gonna see if they will be able to do anything to beat Max D, or better yet, beat Wildside with that 8.5 in the lead right now, but I gotta say that I don't see it happening. As we get to our next truck here, the Black Pearl making their start here today, or here tonight in San Diego. Lining it up for the step-up ramp. Gonna get a nice whiff of that San Diego air. Square landing on all 4 tires. He's going to throw it into a cyclone here, right after that big air.
He almost touched the clouds with that jump as he goes right into a cyclone.
See those flags waving around. This cyclone going on for quite a bit. Oh, there it goes. Gonna find a different trick to hit here. Trying a little bit of a different approach here as he's going for a bicycle. Oh, can he pull it back? Almost went over there, but pulls it off.
Save.
Beautiful save indeed. He's going to spin it around the racing ramp. See what he lines it up for next. Nice air from Black Pearl. Going pedal to the metal. Oh, he's going to nosedive. Oh, hard on the nose. We'll see if that impacts his truck like it did Mohawk Warrior earlier in the night. It looks like there's nothing hanging from that truck, so he might be okay. 50 seconds left on this clock. Just trying to find his next ramp to hit. Oh, he might be going for the stoppie. Yes, he is. Nice start. Oh, might have given it just a little too much throttle. He's going to have to back it up. And yeah, That's his attempt for the stoppie. Not going to go for another one. 25 seconds left. He's going for it. He's going for the Morgan & Morgan. Backflip. Nice backflip from him. Oh, no.
Into a ballerina, onto the containers. Can he bring it back?
He's stuck on that container there. Can he pull it off? 5 seconds left. This might as well be the end of his run. And there it is. That is the end of Black Pearl's run. He's got a flat tire, missing his nose, but... Oh, what is he doing?
A little encore for the fans here.
He's on all fours still, so he's still able to pull it back to the garage. And that is going to end Black Pearl's run here tonight.
And maybe not close. It's not exploring the 7 Cs, but he definitely explored the 7 ramps here tonight.
Definitely left a lot on the table, in my opinion, as that it does put him... It only puts him 8th with a 7.4 on his score, so... I don't really think that's a controversial score, in my opinion.
No, I think he placed right where he should be.
Definitely could have done a little more with this truck, but obviously, 8th place is where he sat, and we only got one more truck left on the night to possibly dethrone Wildside. Let's see who it is.
Pressure is on to have these fans go home with something they will remember for the rest of their lives.
Coming out here tonight for our final run, it's Avenger coming out here in San Diego.
I can just hear the tears in my head for this truck. Me will be proud.
Time has begun. Hits a little bit of a wheelie after that ramp. And spinning around, see what he's going to hit next. Beautiful. Soaring through the sky, and he might be in trouble. No, he's fine.
Not in trouble at all. Now, unfortunately for Avenger, there are no mountains for him to jump in when this run is over. So nothing to wow the judges there, but
that is very true. He's gonna spin it around here, trying to find the racing ramp. He's gonna hit it a little crooked, flying through the air like Max D did earlier in the night.
Took a little page out of his book with that entry. As he goes for another ramp, lands perfectly on all fours.
Oh, this might spell trouble for him. He's
Maybe
on
not
his lid.
as I thought.
Oh, he's still able to pull it back. He's back
Wow.
on all fours. What a save from Avenger.
And you can see the desperation in that wheel moving on his roof.
Beautiful sky wheelie there from Avenger. A little bit more of a tame run from Avenger that we're normally, used to seeing him do, but still putting on quite a performance.
Avenger, he's saving all the good stuff for the World Finals. That's why I'm gonna mark it up as.
That is very
he's
true.
Going for the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Lining it up. Basically everyone has done it. Hits it pretty hard. Oh, he might be in trouble. On a ballerina, pulls it back just like Wildside did earlier.
Our third ballerina of the night off the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Oh, this might spell the end. And there it is.
Exactly what it is. Avenger done with 7 seconds left.
That is all she wrote for Avenger. Avenger putting on a great performance to end the night. Honestly, really, really good for Avenger. Definitely could have seen a little more from him, but definitely something to remember. Avenger always one to put on memorable performances as we take a look and see what score he got.
While not, as he's going to play 6 here, and while not the Avenger standard, definitely a great run nonetheless.
Indeed, Avenger scoring a 7.6, putting him in 6th overall, just missing the top 5. And that means that Wildside is your freestyle champion tonight. What a run from Wildside to bring it home for his team. Of course, Avenger pulling off the ballerina there at the end, but Wildside managed to do him one better and do a double backflip, following that with a slap wheelie. Well, taking a look at your final results here from the Freestyle Night, Wild Side with an 8.5 wins the event, with Zombie finishing second an 8.2, Max D rounding out your podium with an 8.1, and I feel like the most disappointing performance tonight was El Toro Loco, saying that he completely missed half of his run.
Yeah, Gravedigger, please cover your eyes. But even though the scores may not show for some of these drivers, it was still an amazing night for Monster Jam. All these drivers left it all on the table, and it was just amazing driving from all around. All 12 of these trucks had the potential to win, but unfortunately, it was we can only have one true winner. But still, an amazing night in San Diego, and another amazing event for Monster Jam.
You fans at home, let us know who you think should have won this event. I feel like there's going to be quite the big discussion there, but that is going to do it for us tonight. It was an incredible event. All 12 trucks put out their best with so many amazing tricks, so many great moments, a lot of memorable stunts in tonight's event, something that we will remember for the entirety of this series.
But we'll see you all for the next event. It's been your host, AA99, and your co-host, the Peyton 34, and you have watched Monster Beam Madness here on the AAPCS YouTube channel.
So many different trucks in this event, so many more trucks coming in the future. We don't know where the next event is going to be or when it is going to be, but all we know is that tonight's event is only a taste of what is to come for this series and for these drivers. So with that being said, this is AA99 and the Peyton 34. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll be seeing you next time!